Mine. Okay, hi everybody. I just started the recording. I think everybody's going to come in muted. Got a few more joiners. Thanks for joining. Just give it one more minute. We had quite a few people on the list, so hopefully everybody gets on. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining. Let me just go. I'm going to mute everybody. However I do that. 1 second. And as speakers need to go, then just unmute and take over or hand it off to the person behind you. So I appreciate you guys all for joining. Hopefully this is something that you guys can share with your prospects. Hopefully some of those prospects are on. I'll talk to them in a few minutes as we're going forward here. You guys see me? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me. Okay, good. Okay, and so I guess I wanted to welcome everybody. I haven't done a meet before. We did a super Sunday, but essentially it's very much the same. We're going to run through introducing you guys to Monat. We've got an amazing set of leaders on the call that are going to run through various parts of what traditionally are Meet Monats. They'll tell their story and they'll talk about the various aspects of the business. I just wanted to welcome everybody who's joining. It's particularly important in times like this that we, somebody sent me a text. I think it was relevant to the call. Hang on. Hold on. It was unrelated. I'm sorry. Okay, I have a screen over here, so I'm trying to check chat. So if you have something to say, please put it in chat, and we'll try to get you guys all involved. But really, I just wanted to talk about the company a bit in the times like these. The opportunity is exactly what's needed for times like these. The mission of this company is one of really doing everything they can to talk about helping people. It's helping people have natural products that help beautify their skin or beautify their hair. It's helping people have an opportunity in a business when they might not be able to get a paycheck any other way. It's all of those things are why it's so important in these days, especially, to work this business and work this opportunity and understand what we can do for you. This is an essential products business. People need to wash their hair. They need to wash their face. They need to do things that you do every day. And that's one of the reasons why this business is really doing quite amazing to not only for our customers, but also for the partners that you guys as customers are helping to support. So you're helping people have a paycheck. You're helping people put food on the table. And especially for the partners, there's never a reason you should feel bad or ashamed to make a phone call to help somebody change their life. The culture in Monat is one of sharing, family. I can't say it enough about family. As many of you know, part of my story includes the fact that my wife passed away about 6 weeks ago. And with that, what I found is the thousands of people in Monat who knew her and loved her. And she had this huge extended family. And even as the crisis we were running into started coming into play, we had the CEO and president of the company come to the service for 2 days with several of the Monat staff because they really do care. And it's not just a job. I was in the corporate world for years, 21 years with a company, and the company, you know, was looking after their bottom line, and they were firing people for 10 years. I had to fire people for 10 years. That's a horrible position to be in. Well, eventually it was my turn to be fired. My boss didn't care about me. He didn't worry about how I was going to feed my family or that our home was going to go into foreclosure. They didn't. But then Roxy found this business, and we were able to recover our lives and build a legacy that she can share with her family. She basically was able to set up this legacy, and I'm able to continue to work it. I've pulled in her daughter, Brittany Cleveland, and you'll see her name a few times when we chat, to co-work this business, and we're really taking Roxy's legacy to all of the dreams that she had established for herself and trying to make a difference. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows this is more than just a product and more than just the ability to reach out and help somebody. It changes lives. It changed my life. And I'll save my story. I've said it a few times, my full story, but I'll allow the other people the time to do theirs. The one more part I wanted to add is this company does everything they do, and they've added and invested from the time they started into gratitude. And it's about giving back to the community. They just gave back 240,000 hand sanitizers, which they turned around and started adding as a product line to what they could ship in April, because they know that people needed it. So they handed out 200,000 to people who made orders, and then they gave away 40,000 to some local community service companies in the area of Miami where they're headquartered. And it's amazing. They were able to get a 501(c) because they care that much about gratitude. So they established a business as an extension of Monat to just focus on gratitude. And so you'll see that in our lives. We have personally helped families with their holidays. We go out of our way to take stuff to people of need in homeless shelters and things like that. And lately, it's all of our donations are going to help women and children get out of hardship if they're in any kind of hardship, if they're any kind of danger. And so we're doing quite a bit to try to help that situation. And it makes a world of difference in your lives and the value you feel like you're getting, just not only for yourself, but for anybody else involved. With that, I want to introduce somebody who has really become a friend to me. I don't know why I'm starting to cry, Toni, but she helped my wife get into this business and helped her, really helped each other. And she's going to tell you more about Monat and really the difference the company of Monat is, as well as her story. So I'm going to just hand it over to you, Toni, if you can unmute, and I'll cry silently over here.
Well, Aaron, thank you so much. And thank you for asking me to be on this call. It certainly is an honor to be here tonight. And I can't tell you that I don't know how to describe in words what Roxy actually taught me. And, you know, she was the very first person that believed in me. She was really a rock for me when we first started this company, because people, even at the home office, didn't believe in me. And she was like the first. And she was one of the very first people that I met. Our first actual official Monat meeting was in Lombard, Illinois. And myself and Roxy and Melissa Swaney were all there with Stuart and Angela. And this was in September of 2014, early September, actually. And I remember Naomi sat down with us, and Stuart still jokes about this to this day. We're sitting there talking about the potential of Monat, and Naomi looked at Stuart and not rolling my eyes. She came in here. She's like, I was not rolling my eyes, because Stuart tells her that every time he sees her. We didn't know what we didn't know. We didn't know each other. No one knew each other in that room that day. And it was quite the journey. When I launched Monat at my house with my friends, I had 32 people there. No one was even remotely interested. I had nobody that committed to working this business with us. We didn't have product. We didn't have a website. We didn't have samples. And it was, starting this really like less than grassroots. We're talking bare bones, bootstrapping it all the way. At the time we were making our own samples because we didn't have any, which you can't do now, so don't do it. But I mean, Angela and I would sit there and we'd get the, bottles, and we'd be just so people could try it, because we didn't have a store yet. We didn't have any testimonials yet. So it was tough. It was really tough. It was a lot tougher than it is now, because you have all the tools available. You have a lot more product. We only launched with 9 products, and that's all we had for the first, I don't know, year and a half, maybe even close to 2 years. So here we are almost 6 years later, and we're the #1 premium hair care brand sold in the world, guys. And we're only in 5 continents. I think 5 is right. US, Canada, UK, Ireland, and Poland. Yeah, so that's right. We're in the midst of product and global expansion. So that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. You guys, I've watched this happen from the first little box with purple sprigs in it, because we didn't have any packaging either, of the Rejuvenate oil. I didn't even have a shampoo to try. So we've morphed into a multi-billion-dollar company in 5 years, #1 premium hair care brand in the world. We are now the #1 skincare disruptor, right? As we sit here and speak. So we only continue to grow the best of product lines. We have the best comp plan. Nobody outpays us. Numbers don't lie. And also, the people that formulate our products are the best in the world. So you guys, I always think about this, and I talk about my top 10 of Monat. And the reason is because it's simple, it's straightforward, it's to the point. Y'all, we have less than 1% return rate. And as a company as big as what we have to offer, less than 1% in retail is unheard of. It averages between 20 and 30%. The other thing is that the Arnetta family, they own us. They set the parameters and the standards from day one. And we have built such an incredible culture. But here's the great thing. And one thing for you to know about network marketing, well, there's 2 things really. It's a franchise in disguise, and it's not the product that's the commodity. Okay. We just happen to have the best damn product out there. The commodity are the people. And that's the one thing that the Arnetta family understands, is because they have been building teams in the field for another company, and then they've been owners of their own direct sales company. This is the second one that they've owned. They have a skincare company in the Hispanic market that's done very well. But Monat has outperformed them times 3, 18 years versus 6. Well, I'm glad I started with Monat. But anyways, so well, I'm local because I live in Charleston, but we're all manufactured and distributed out of Miami. So everything is made in the USA. And I'm very, very proud, especially at this pinnacle of our life, to say that we're made in the USA. So the other thing is that we keep getting better because we're always looking for better innovation. We're always looking for the best of the best plant-based products. If you don't know what a Kakadu plum is, go Google it, and then you'll understand what I'm talking about. We have plant-based peptides. We have keratin, plant-based hair care products. So, again, nothing is derived from harmful chemicals or animals. This is why we're Leaping Bunny certified. That's a big deal. You guys, I was the hippie mom over 20 years ago going to shop at the health food store. No dairy, no gluten, ever before it was cool. Even before Whole Foods was a flipping concept. So, I've been on this journey and this path long before Monat came along. So, and I'll tell you what, all of the plant-based and clean products that I tried for my hair were meh. I thought that Monat's products were going to be meh. So I was really surprised the first time I shampooed with the Revive shampoo, because that's all they sent me. So, but my life was transformed after that first wash. So you hear a lot of people talk about that. Sometimes it takes more than that, but you know, it's a win-win. I talked about our scientists. We have the best of the world that advise us, that formulate for us. If you want their names, please message me, let Erin know, or anybody that invited you to this call, because you can't compromise science. You just can't. And our advisory board has, I believe, 150 years of combined experience. And Jamie Ross, our lead formulator, has, you know, handfuls and handfuls of patents under his belt. So, you know, again, we always do it right. So the other thing is that families are impacted because we remove the middleman. We help people put food on the table. We have a baller lifestyle. If that's cool, if that's what you want, you can drive a car by them. You can go on trips, you know, by them. You can earn extra incentives from Monat. So it's a win-win. And then a consumable product, you guys, which means that what I did on day one of building this business is that I still get paid on it today, 6 years later. I'll still get paid on it for the next 6 years, and then I can will it to my children, which we already have that drawn up. So if something were to happen to myself and Jay, Naomi and the other kids inherit the business, and it's split equally. Well, but Naomi gets to oversee it because, you know, she's been with us working this business since day one. Gratitude. Okay, guys, this is huge. And I was just on a call right before this and before that call talking about how important gratitude is in this business. And y'all, I'm just going to tell you right now, 30% of the people do not have an income coming in right now. That's huge. And the thing about that is that we have an opportunity to help those people with another option, with a vehicle that they normally don't have. They can't go outside and get a part-time job. They can't go back and, you know, collect tips if they're working in the restaurant. Here's the thing about that. It provides opportunities. It provides opportunities that people need, and they will need it more so now than ever going forward. You cannot live in life without a residual multiple stream of income, period. I don't care. And for the 70% that are still getting paid, they're pampering themselves a little bit more, or they're looking to this also as an insurance policy. This is a plan, guys. This is your plan B, your plan C, your plan D, because I'm telling you right now, if this happened now, it's going to happen again in some way, shape, or form. So your best thing to do is to protect yourself. And that is by starting a network marketing business that has a consumable product with residual income. If you don't understand what residual income is, go Google it. You build it once and you get paid on it for a lifetime. So the other thing is that we talked about that, and literally, guys, global expansion. We just opened up Poland and Ireland. We have other countries on the map. It probably will not happen this year in light of what has happened. It wasn't probably going to happen this year anyways. We opened strategically. Where does it make sense? And how can we affect that country's economy? And, you know, of course, it makes sense for us to go into English-speaking countries that have English as a first or second language. It's just easier for us to do. I've seen what has happened with Poland, and we are a little bit challenged with that, and that's okay. We do know what we know, but Poland also is very, very good at direct sales. And so companies that are there in that country do very well. And actually, Poland has blown the numbers off. We hit those numbers when we opened Poland in September of this past year. We actually beat the numbers for the first full year in the first quarter they were open. So again, we want to do things right. And the last thing is that we've been unmatched in product. We've been unmatched in our compensation plan. But when we decided to add skincare back in September, we wanted to make sure that it was done right. And you guys, I was really nervous. My first foray into skincare, I was in network marketing in a skincare company for 8 years. I know skincare. It scared the holy pants, you know, because I was worried that it wasn't going to be as good as our hair care, or it was going to be substandard. You guys, I was buying stuff from Australia, my eye cream, my little tiny one, you know, like 1 ounce or 0.15 ounce of eye cream. It was really expensive. It was like $225. I'm like, that stuff better had, I should check it to make sure it had 24 karat gold in it. But our eye cream that we have now is triple the size. I believe the price point retail on it is $58. So it was a heck of a lot cheaper. You guys, if you go look at my before and after pictures on social media, I'm just going to say it's holy shit moment. I have actually reversed backwards, which I never thought was possible. Now I need like a vat of it for like my décolleté and down. But the skincare is phenomenal. We have 9 products in that arsenal. I use everything in it. I need more moisture. So I tend to use our Night Haven, which is our night cream, and our Rewind, which is our evening serum. You guys, I literally have on only eye makeup. I only wear a very sheen mineral-based powder. I don't put anything else on. I don't put concealer on. I don't even use our 90-second, Miracle Erase. I don't even need it anymore. And literally my skin, my psoriasis is gone, my rosacea is gone, all my dry patches. I have still deal with it because I wear sunglasses a lot because where I live, but I get the bridge marks on my nose. They used to be permanent. They're not permanent anymore. So, so you guys, it just doubled our business and we still keep growing by leaps and bounds. Actually, this is our biggest month ever in 6 years. In April, traditionally every year, our biggest 2 months are October and November. We blew November's numbers away and we're 5 million above that right now. So you guys, this it's amazing what we've been able to do for people. And we're one of the very few network marketing companies. We didn't fall flat. We're hockey stick growth right now because of our products, because of our pay plan, because we really know how to launch people in this day of social marketing. So you guys, I'm going to stop capitalizing on this call. And I mean, I'm just so excited and so passionate about it. And I just want to see other people be successful and I want to help them. Today has been a very, very emotional day for me. It's been an emotional week for me. I'm a people person, so I'm so done with quarantine. I just want to go hug people. I'm a hugger. I want to be around people. I want to share in their joy. But the one thing that I always come back to is what am I grateful for today? What are you grateful for today? I'm grateful my family is under one roof and that we're not sick, that we're healthy. I'm grateful that we have a place that we can come and share concerns and personally and professionally develop together. I'm grateful. Well, I can't say this for you Chicagoans. I'm grateful that it's warm here and that I can sit out in the sun and boost my immune system naturally. I'm grateful that I can still run my business and be able to bring in a paycheck for my family and that I can show other people how to do that same exact thing. And no matter what, you guys, $300 to $500 a month, you guys, right now is helping people put food on their table. So you guys, don't discount this at all. You need to go share this with everybody and give them that opportunity to make their own decision, to see if this is a right fit for them. Because I'm going to tell you, this is why we have been so instrumental in helping others, is the financial aspect of that. And there's nothing wrong with it. So Erin, I'm going to turn it back over to you. Thank you for giving me a few minutes just to share with you guys about how passionate I am for this company, about what it's done for my family. I didn't really talk about that, but that's another story for another time. And I just want to thank you all for being on. And if you're listening to this, if someone shared it with you, go back, ask them questions. You've got 30 days to try us on for size. You're not going to lose anything. So Erin.
Yeah, thank you, Toni, so much. That story, you really covered so much great stuff in there, and I really can't say enough about how you've been helping us all while we are working through these times. We're going to switch to Jennifer, who's going to walk us through her story.
Hi, everyone. How is everybody tonight? I just want to share a little bit of information about myself and what Monat's done for me. And thanks to Toni, I'm kind of getting emotional again. So hopefully I can go through this without crying. But Monat come into I've been with direct sales probably for, gosh, 20 years. And so Jimmy and I have always kind of streamlined, you know, extra income to help us make ends meet through our lives. But a lot of those companies that I was with, I I spent more than I made. Let's just face it. I was with a lot of companies that had a lot of great products. So the comp plan just wasn't right for me at the time. A lot of deployments. Jimmy's in the National Guard. So he's been in the National Guard for 28 years, and we've been married 25 years this June. So we've always needed extra income to make ends meet. Back in 2012, though, when we kind of got to a point in our life where I could actually work from home and do just my business at the time, Kelsey had a lot of activities come up. I didn't realize at that time that how expensive kids are in high school. She wanted to do softball. She wanted to do basketball. She wanted to do track. There was so many different activities. And I'm like, oh my God, we got one income coming in. What are we going to do? And I was peddling with another company at the time, making a little bit of income. But when Monat come across my path, I was looking at it going, oh, this is different. And I needed something for my hair. Well, my husband was totally against it. He absolutely told me no, because he was the only person bringing in the income at the time. And I was like, oh, it kind of busted my bubble, right? And so a couple months went by. This was early September when you guys were launching. And I let it go in September because I had to listen to my husband at the time. But in my gut, I knew something was telling me, Jennifer, you need to do this. And I kept putting it off because he kept telling me no. And in December, right after Christmas, we're pretty broke right after Christmas, I was telling my best friend about it. And she's like, why do you keep talking about this? You're excited about it. You need to do it. I'm like, well, Jimmy don't want me to. Anyways, to kind of tell you, I did it without his permission. I put it on a credit card and I joined and didn't look back from then. So I'm now a market mentor with Monat. And my daughter is 20 years old, off on her own a little bit. Everything was going fine. Everything was going good. I had a full-time job still and still working Monat full-time. So that was supplementing income as well. And to fast forward till the end of this last year, the inevitable happened. I lost my job in December, and we had basically a 10-day notice that my job was going away. So we had no time to prepare, no time to put any money back to prepare for this loss of income, which was pretty substantial. And I was literally devastated. And then I was devastated probably for a few days. And then my husband looked at me and he goes, why are you so sad about this? You wanted to be at home full time. And I said, well, I don't know. He's like, Monat is fine. He goes, just do it full time. So since December 31st, I guess it was God's blessing that I've been doing Monat full time and been able to not struggle through that time, which I guess kind of prepared for this pandemic. I'm actually still at home. We're not struggling. We still have income coming in. So that's just kind of a little bit of my story. I never thought I'd be the person that could earn a car. Like a lot of businesses have car programs. I'm like, I can't do that. I doubted myself, but within 3 months of the car program, I earned it. So if I could do this, I know that anybody can. But basically that's just my story. I would absolutely what I say to you guys, in your gut, if it's telling you to do it, don't wait, just do it.
Thank you, Jennifer, and congratulations on being able to be full-time at home during this crisis. I mean, that makes a world of difference, and I know that that's what we want to see for everybody. The next speaker is another dear friend. It's Lindsay Hilton. If you're ready, if you can unmute and you can share some stuff for us here. Thanks.
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. My part in this whole thing is I'm going to tell you how you can participate with us, which I think is probably the part you've been waiting for. Excited to hear how you can be maybe a part of our company and our organization. So I always like to say there's 4 ways to participate. First one, do nothing. Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for spending your time with us tonight. We really appreciate it. You know, we only want you to join us if it's comfortable for you. And then the 3 other ways are to spend money, save money, make money. So first one, becoming a retail customer with us, which is great. It's just the product, full price, full shipping. I mean, I wouldn't recommend that way because I honestly think that if you're only interested in the product and not the business, then I 100% recommend that you become a VIP customer with us. The great thing about our VIP program is like our loyalty program, our Amazon Prime, Costco membership, if you want to compare it to something. It's a one-time fee. That's it. $19.99 in the US, $24.95 I think it is in Canada. And that saves you, that's going to save you 15%. It's going to give you free shipping. It's going to give you an extra product on every flex ship. And I say flex ship, not auto ship, because you get to choose your products when you want them, what products you want. I don't want to forget anything, so I just got to look at my notes real quick. It gives you access to flash sales, and it also gives you access to something that's really cool. We have a new program called Purchase Plus, so that can actually save you an additional 15 to 25% off of your order, which is totally incredible. Also, we have an amazing friend referral program, so you want to tell your friends about it. I know, like, you like to go to the movies, and you tell your friends, hey, that's a great movie, and the movie gives you nothing, right? Nothing. But what we're going to give you in the US is $20 off your next order for you and for your friend that you refer. And it's $25 off here in Canada. Same thing for your next order for you and for the friend you refer. And you can do that as many times as you want. But hey, listen, if you're going to do that, you're going to be promoting this product and referring, you're going to be bringing in your friends. I don't know why you wouldn't want to join me for the 4th option, which is to become a market partner like me and like a lot of people on the call here. I have to be honest, it was something I didn't think I could do. I was just a stay-at-home mom, and I was just looking for a product, and I joined for the discount. Until I realized the money to be made here. I mean, we have an amazing compensation plan, and I am not good at math at all. I am not an expert in compensation plans, but what I do know is that most compensation plans pay up to 30% and ours pays up to 50%. So our company is always wanting us to make money and to make our lives better, which I think is super incredible. The other thing you can earn are cash bonuses. We have, you know, small ones all the way up to $25,000. We have an amazing Smart Start program that we can show you. So when you make a little investment to join us in this company, if you're willing to work and you want to be coachable and learn from us, we can show you how to make that money back so quickly plus more. I mean, because this may not be for you, it's not for everyone, but what I do know is people out there are struggling right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. Some people don't know where their next paycheck is going to come from to pay those bills. Or maybe you just realizing being at home that job that you've been in for so long just isn't serving you anymore. It just isn't for you. So maybe this is the vehicle for you. I mean, I don't know what you're going through. I know it's changed my life, and it's giving me an income that I never could have made as someone that, you know, didn't finish university and was at home with kids pretty much for like 10 years. So the best part about all of these options, though, is that they all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So it's risk-free to start with us. And I think that you might see that you could totally change your life with, you know, just a small investment. So I really recommend, if, you know, whoever invited you here, whatever market partner has given you the link to this call, go back and talk to them a little bit. Let them tell you about the options and how they can get started and how they can show you, you know, to how you can reach your financial goals. And I think that's it for me, Aaron.
Thanks, Lindsay.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks so much. By the way, I just wanted to clarify. We have we have 5 different countries we're in. When people quote cash dollars, they might be doing it from a local country that they're in. Lindsay is one of our huge Canadian team members, and that was 25,000 Canadian dollars. In the US, it's $20,000, and then you'd have to check the local bonuses for
That's all right. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It occurred to me when I speak, I'm probably not even thinking about the rest of the world.
Right.
So it's great that we have those differences and we can figure them out. And we're going to pass it off to Brittany. If you can unmute, Britt.
Yes. Hello, everyone. So Aaron is my dad, and Roxy is my mom. She is the one that introduced, our entire family to this business. And actually, Toni, I remember I was at my mom's first Meet Monat thing. Me and maybe 3 others went there. And I was pregnant at the time with my 5-year-old. And I was like, Mom, I'll sign up so you can leave me alone, but I am not doing this business. Like, I'm not. So I basically love the products, and I used the products for about 3 years without doing the business. I told people, if you like it, buy it. Don't ask me any questions. That's just how I was. Okay, that was my mind frame. I didn't think I could do this business. And then in 2018, December 2018, she convinced me to quit my job, cold turkey quit my job, and said, Brittany, if this doesn't work, you could go get another half-ass job. And I was like, Mom, I have a good job. I got a home with this job. But at the same time, I wasn't with my kids. And I'm a single parent. And I would get home at night, give them a shower, feed them, and then put them to bed. I was not with my kids until the weekend. And she wanted more for my kids, wanted more for me. So I took her up on the offer. 1 year later to that month, so December 2019, I was walking in to get to the dealership to get whatever Cadillac I wanted. So all paid for by Monat. So that's a little bit about, my story and how I did this. It took me a little bit longer, but I am here, and I could tell you guys all that I will never have another boss the rest of my life. So, and I'm 33 years old, and my mom never gave up on me. So guys, if you guys are on this call and someone invited you, just know that we'll never give up on you. Okay. And also, Aaron, I'm going to go ahead and touch up just on the products really quick. The 3 things that I tell everybody about the products, because I keep it very simple. I don't want to confuse people with the science, because the science is very high tech on our products, because not only are they plant-based, but they work. So number 1, we are plant-based. Absolutely no bad chemicals or ingredients. Number 2, we have what's called a DHT blocker. The DHT blocker stops hair loss and is preventative for hair loss. So if you're not experiencing hair loss now, it will be preventative, hence why we're anti-aging, right? And number 3, we have an active ingredient called Capixul. And what it is red clover extract, and it's grown from the ground. It's good for you. And it reawakens dormant follicles to have them start growing again. So that is how we promote hair growth. So again, plant-based, it's safe for you. It's preventative and stops hair loss. And it activates dormant follicles and have them start working properly again. Hence why we promote hair growth, okay? So those are the 3 takeaways about the product. And that's exactly how I explain it. So I keep it very simple. Everybody's able to understand, comprehend. And yeah, so Aaron, do you want me to close out the call?
No. Let me
Okay.
say a couple things. Thanks, Brittany. I love your story, by the way.
You're welcome.
And I did want to say that a couple of things that more about the products. They're vegan. They're Leaping Bunny approved. They're clinically trialed. They're built with science, and they work. That is the amazing part about both the hair care and the skin care that you'll find with these products. They're just amazing. And I did want to wrap up something about when you join Monat, and Brittany, you kind of covered this pretty well. We don't forget about you. We're not going to let you drown in this. the other thing is, I don't want you to think that we're going to inundate you with all this stuff you got to learn on day one. We have a program in a very simple way to help get people on board through some simple actions that we want to work with you. So if you join the team, presenting the business is as simple as reading through this to your customers. That's kind of what you've heard about today from everybody, with their flair and their stories and their experience built in. But it's as simple as this, is presenting the business to the people that you know, love, and trust. And we're here then to help bring you on board and help you, whether you're a customer, help you whether you're someone who wants to try to sell it. But obviously, work with the person that invited you. We'll always support everybody as well. It was one of my wife's biggest things. And with that, I will hand it back to Brittany, because she always wants to say something at the end.
Yes. All right. Thank you. All right. So guys, what I'm about to read to you guys is a Post-it note. I actually got the same color as my mom. But this was left on her desk, and she would read this every day. Okay. So if you want, you can write this down, because I promise you guys, if you read this every day, your life will change. You'll see that you're happier. You'll see that you attract more people around you if you do this business or not. So it says, read daily. Who do I want to be? How do I get there? How can I make the most impact on others' lives? And how do I want to be remembered? So guys, if you guys read this every day, you will transform your life. And thank you everyone so much for being here. You guys have a great night, and I love you guys all. Bye.
Bye, everybody.